Hi, we're Coast Technology Group, and we'd like to be your technology partner in your home or business.
Come see what simple, reliable technology can do for you.
Our team has over 150 years of combined IT experience. Whether you need a full IT management provider or audio and video support, we have the means to get the job done right. We offer remote monitoring and management, cybersecurity, and network infrastructure services. We'll help you design the right system with our high-definition surveillance cameras and cutting-edge smart alarm systems. Football stadiums, cafes, schools, churches, and residential homes have all found success with our services. Coast Technology Group can find the solution to fit any budget because helping your business grow while maintaining safety and security is our main goal. Coast Technology Group. Simple, reliable technology.
Well, welcome in on this live Wednesday evening edition of the Textable Weather Lab. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Bowling. Pleased, as always, for you to carve out a little bit of time to see what the weather has in store for you and your friends and family as we go through the rest of this week and into the upcoming weekend. A little bit noisier out there this evening. Quite a bit of storms here around Comanche, Stevens, Tillman, pretty much every single county in southwest Oklahoma, save for those out towards I-35. I've seen some pretty scattered, strong thunderstorms at times, and some of them have been a little scary looking at times with some hook echoes on them, but otherwise it's been nothing more than some golf ball size hail and some brief stronger winds. So we'll take a look at the radar here in just a second, and we'll also take a look at the pretty quiet standard summer forecast coming up here in just a minute as well. But first, want to thank the folks that make this what it is, the free resource for you and your family during the severe weather season. First off, Ms. Kim Thomas and the Kim Thomas Real Estate Team. You're trying to get in the real estate market, trying to sell your home, looking for your dream home. Maybe it's PCS season, you're moving out, or somehow you caught wind of this page as you're moving in. Again, appreciate that. But again, she has 20 years of experience helping not only those from Lawton, but also our military community as well. So give her a call at 580-704-9916, or you can find her office at 1701 Northwest Cache Road. Maybe you got some storm damage. Maybe you've got a new vehicle. Maybe you got a new driver in the family. Maybe you got a new boat that you're going to take out on the lake. You need to insure it. Friend Vincent Saylor, the State Farm agent here in town, wants to get you squared away. He is at 2401 West Gore Boulevard, right next to Wright Donuts here in Lawton. You can reach out to him, as always, at 580-699-2771. And, of course, the folks that you see every time leading up to a live Textable Weather Lab are the good folks at the Coast Technology Group. You're trying to get your computer squared away. You're trying to get your home office. Maybe you're trying to get your corporate office, the conference room set up with the PTZ cameras, the telephone systems. Maybe you're trying to get the man cave squared away at your home. Maybe you're trying to get the speakers in your auditorium squared away. They take care of all of that. Give them a call, 580-357-4482. So we are going to start with a look at the radar here, and you can see the pink shaded counties. That does include Stevens, Jefferson, Cotton, Comanche, Kiowa, Tillman, Greer, Jackson, and Harmon counties. That goes until about 11 o'clock tonight. So again, just for severe storms, looking at possibility of 2-inch hail and gusts to 60 miles per hour. We have seen that earlier today over around it's the Pumpkin Center area. We'll show you that here in just a second. But right now, one severe storm, it does include just the corner of the refuge up here in Comanche County, but this is mostly for north central Kiowa County, right along Highway 19. This is heading up towards Mountain View, Gotebo, and might hear it here in Carnegie, probably see some of the lightning here in the next half hour or so. This is, again, warned for $50 size hail and 60 mile per hour winds. So it is moving off towards the north at about 10 miles per hour, so very slowly. So let's try and get this squared away where we can get the line here, and then we can draw what we've got going on with this storm. Put some lines in here, draw this out. 10 miles per hour, so we can time this out for those folks. Again, this is going to stay east of Hobart. you know anybody up there. But heading towards Godibo at just after 9 o'clock. So still closer to top of the hour before we see that in town. Sedan at 9:21, Mountain View at 9:37, and Lake Valley at 9:44. So again, would think closer to Carnegie here, closer to about 9:45. So those are the time frames, if this holds together, where we expect to see those storms up there in Kiowa County. And then we back out the view here a little bit more. There's some heavier rain that's kind of parked itself right over southern Jackson County, kind of moves like an amoeba just a little bit right there around Elmer, Olustee, not quite to El Dorado, but back around to East Duke and trying to form out towards the Gould area over in Harmon County. There are some scattered showers trying to move up towards Martha, Blair, and Mangum, but nothing quite as heavy or as electric as what's moving through the southern half of Jackson County. There is a severe storm just on the other side of the Red River, heading more towards Childress and just west of Quanah, Texas. So all of this, you can see these outflow boundaries right here. So these are the cold pools of air that rush out, and they act like mini cold fronts. So they will help to drive new thunderstorms. So there is still the possibility we could see some additional development out towards the west. So that is why we still see that severe thunderstorm watch in effect for the next at least a couple of hours. I wouldn't be surprised if these fade away within the next hour, that we see the severe thunderstorm watch removed as a result. So that's what we're looking for right now. We'll continue to watch those scattered storms, mainly around Howard, Altus, Mangum, and Hollis as we go through the next hour or so. Want to take a look at what we've got coming up as far as your forecast. So I've got to hop over to another presentation here and let you see what that looks like. Get over here onto my PowerPoint and let you see what we've got going on. Actually going to start with some of the pictures that we managed to pick up from that storm that first developed right around 5:30 over in eastern Comanche County. So this is from Cindy Harrell IPOC, and I'm sure I butchered that name, so I'm sorry, Cindy. So that's here in East Lawton. You can see the scary looking clouds as the storm made its way through parts of eastern Comanche County. This is from Caitlin Slattery here in Lawton as well. This actually, for a little bit, had a wall cloud. So this was rotating and had this lowered area. So like this stack of CDs or a stack of pancakes, for those of you that aren't from the 90s, there is that rotating lowering coming from the base of the cloud here that definitely drew some attention. That looks like it's at Flower Mound and Gore, if I can make out my landmarks there correctly. Then this is also from the east side. This is from Kelly Cruz over in eastern Comanche County as well. So you can see more of that ragged wall cloud that was developing there too. And then this is what was put down over in Pumpkin Center as that storm made its way through. So this is from Whitney Hines. That's about 2-inch hail that came through there. So that's larger than golf ball, probably closer to lime size, egg size hail that made its way through the eastern part of Comanche County. So again, it's been a pretty busy evening for scattered storms all across the region. Before that, we still managed to eke out a high of 94 degrees in both Lawton and in Wichita Falls. So that's about average for this time of the year. Morning lows have been a little bit milder. Again, still far off of those records. And we'll have to update the rainfall totals here, but still holding steady at about 24 inches in Lawton and 22.5 inches in Wichita Falls. That's still about 12 inches above the average for this time of the year. So here's where the forecast heads as we go through the next several days. We do expect to see this heat dome that has been nearby. It's going to be shifting more towards the east, so over Kentucky and Tennessee. So you're going to see the hottest temperatures out there for those folks, but you'll also notice how the storm track is moving more into the Rocky Mountains up into the northern plains. We get this southerly or southwest flow, and that is going to help warm things up quite a bit. So going to not see much in the way of active weather here, and it's just going to remain fairly consistent. So if you're a fan of summertime, this is the week for you. We remain hot, breezy, and fairly dry across a good chunk of the area. So taking a look at that forecast. So we start you out here with your Thursday forecast. So expecting a high of about 95 degrees here in Lawton, 96 Walters, 98 Altus, 93 over towards I-35. Winds a little bit lighter out of the southeast to around 10 miles per hour. Will still stay pretty mild and muggy heading into Thursday night as well. Lows only dropping down into the low to mid 70s. So if you're going to be heading up towards any of the watch parties for the NBA Finals, hopefully they're bringing that championship home and you're thinking about taking a drive to the airport in Oklahoma City in the very early morning hours of Friday morning. So if you're doing that, looks like the weather is A-okay here. Again, I hope to not be eating my words, so I hope they can lock things up here in Game 6. Looking ahead to Friday, we've got full sunshine once again. This is where the winds will start picking up again. Out of the south at 20, gusting to 25, highs of 96 in Lawton, 98 Frederick, possibly triple digits out towards Harmon County, and 93 over in the Sulphur area. And we're just going to keep that wind around heading into Saturday as well. Could be seeing that a little bit stronger up to around 30 miles per hour, but highs still pretty much throughout the 90s for much of the area. So here is a look at your 7-day forecast brought to you all the time by my good friends at the Coast Technology Group. I'll keep a small 10% chance at showers in there. I think most of us will stay dry, maybe just a little bit of moisture left in there to squeeze out a random shower, but I think most of us will be dry. But you can see how the forecast remains fairly quiet. Mid-90s for much of the week, fairly breezy as well. Not much in the way of cloud cover, so it is staying fairly quiet as we go through the end of the month of June. And it looks like we'll stay that way heading into the start of July as well. So again, after numerous weeks of severe storm chances, I think many of us will take just a fairly quiet weather pattern, even though it is a little bit on the hotter side. It's not triple digit much of the area, but we definitely need to be watching out for the heat and the humidity. So if you're going to be out there and about, make sure you take it easy. Again, that heat can sneak up on you at times, especially if you're not staying hydrated and you're working out there too much. So again, not much to find in the forecast. If you are out there in Hobart or Altus or Hollis or Mangum, you still have a couple more hours of seeing some of those scattered showers and storms. Otherwise, it is quiet tonight, and then it is quiet for the rest of the week, the weekend, into next week. We're just going to add in the wind, and we're going to dial up the temperatures here as well. So hopefully everybody stays safe. If you have any storm photos from earlier this evening, would love to see those. Either message me or send those in at the texableweatherlab.com, or you can always put them in any of the comment sections, and I'll find those as well. So appreciate you for hopping in this evening. We'll give you another live update on that forecast for the hot, quiet stretch on Sunday coming up here that evening. Until then, have a great rest of the week and enjoy your weekend, folks.